good to hear. Let's hope your execution matches your enthusiasm. I've got a job for you if you're looking to keep busy. Here are the details.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, where we talk to Star Citizens and members of the community. Today is August 18th, I believe. Yep, August 18th. How's everybody doing in chat today? Solo at the moment, but hopefully someone will be along shortly. How's my week been? Well, I started The Boys, and it's a rough series to get through. Hopefully, I'll be able to get through it as the week goes on. She-Hulk started. I'm gonna try to check that out. Oh yeah, I saw I Am Groot shorts today, the other day, and those were fun. Other than that, not much is happening. Trying to stay cool. I'm trying to find the right tab. There it is. Trying to stay cool and, just hanging out. How's everybody in chat doing? So we're joined by the Ram, Face-to-Face, Cotton Face, and Royce Darby. Thank you for the subscription for 5 months. Appreciate it. Hi, how are you doing? All right. Well, I guess I shouldn't ramble on too long, so I'm going to go ahead and do my monologue today and see if anyone can get it. I think it's pretty easy, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, you look nervous. Is it the scars? You want to know how I got them? Come here. Hey, look at me. So, I had a wife. She was beautiful, like you, who told me not I worry too much, who told me I ought to smile more, who gambled to get in deep with the sharks. One day, they took it out on her face, and we have no money for surgeries. She can't take it. I just want to see her smile again. I just want to know that I don't care about the scars. So I take a banding knife, the one we got during Luminalia. I use one. And you know what? She can't stand the sight of me. She leaves. Now, I see the funny side. Now I'm always smiling. Why so serious? Jay said she noticed one. Who else noticed one? I'm going to drag people down. Okay, we're joined by Face-to-Face, Jade, and Cotton Face. How are y'all doing?
Good.
We're doing really good.
I got to turn you all up in Mixer. So what did I just read from?
The Dark Knight. It's the Joker, right?
That Joker, and you know why, right?
No, because you're the agent of chaos. I don't know.
Exactly. Oh yeah,
that's right.
I
gave you that title.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot I had it up on the screen. I was supposed to have Griffin on here to help me say, "Oh, that was a mistake. That shouldn't be up there." But he's not here, so that joke didn't quite work. Yeah. But oh well. Oh yeah, Dark Knight, Joker, Chaos Incarnate. So as people may or may not know, members of the Soul Citizens were on the Yacht Club last night. And at the very end, during the Q&A, I had to stick a little jab in there for camaraderie. I said something, and that was a response that Jade gave to call me a chaos incarnate. So I'm proud of that title. That's the nicest thing anyone has said to me all week.
Well, you can add that to your long string of titles now.
Yes, I can, and I will. All right, so up first we have, I'm going to change the stream real quick. So Griffin put this up there today. This is a Star Atlas Unreal Engine 5 spaceflight module sneak peek. Hopefully, someone and a moderator or someone can copy the link for me. But he wanted to talk about this today. I'll play it so that people can see it about. But this is from Star Atlas, the Unreal Engine 5. I have to admit, it looked pretty good.
Hey guys, Brad here with the Star Atlas team, and we thought we'd give you guys a little sneak peek of something we've been working on.
It's the new racing module.
Not to be
In
clear,
Arena
this is
Command.
an
I wonder where they
internal
get that
demo,
from.
and I cannot say if or when it will make it into your hands, but it should give you guys a little taste of the progress we're making. The goal of this project was to test out our flight
Even the way they
model
do the
and
checkpoints.
just kind of play around and see what's fun, what works, and what
that
doesn't.
hexagonal
So this is just
pattern.
a fun little mini game that we built. You start with 5 seconds on the timer, and every gate you fly through and target you hit adds time to your timer, with the objective being to get to the finish before time runs out. Big shout out to my fellow members of the Mud faction. Humanity first. Sorry, not sorry. Now I would like to note for the record that the ship I'm flying is not a racing ship, it is in fact a freighter. So if it looks like it handles like a pregnant whale, that is by design.
Not just a
But
whale,
as you
but
can
a
see,
pregnant
I
whale.
have my HOTAS set up. That was something that was very important to me to get joystick support because no self-respecting pilot flies with a mouse and keyboard. Despite this ship not yet having an interior, because it's still a work in progress, I still prefer this first-person view. I've always flown that way. I'm just a huge space sim fan. I love all of them. I've got literally thousands of hours on the stick. So for me to be able to work on this game is really just a dream come true. And I know everyone on this team feels the same way. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little peek behind the curtain. Thank you so much for your support. We couldn't do this without you guys. But hold on to your butts because there's a lot more alpha coming your way soon.
Alright, so that's enough of that. So yeah, Griffin put that up there, and now I see why. Yeah, you called it. It's just like the racing modules there. Yeah, interesting. Star Atlas is... I mean, yes, you can't have a game or a space game without some racing in it, but, you know, there's like flattery, and then there's borrowing, and then there's... Well, what do you guys think?
I think, oh, go ahead, Pops.
Nope, go ahead.
I think, it shows that they have some ex-CIG employees. Somebody mentioned in chat. Yeah, Theremin mentioned in chat that they have some ex-CIG employees on the staff. And I mean, right here, this kind of shows. Yeah, I personally want this game to succeed because I want all space sims to succeed. But yeah, it is. It is. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't quite grasp it. Imitation is this form of flattery. And then there's this. Is this flattery? What do you think, Pops?
Well, you can't have more than one space game. I'll say that off the bat.
Obviously.
Right? Obviously. So I don't even know why this exists. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right. Flattery and but it's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
So you have some ships in here in this game?
No, but I'll see what it turns out to be, and always looking forward to something cool.
I mean, and the longer the wait, the cheaper the ships will be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, right now, the way the crypto market is, this is probably the, before this actually catches fire is probably the better time. But I don't advise anybody to get involved with this. Just it's do your own research. I haven't bought any ships in this. I am watching it closely though because it does look interesting.
And by the way, if anyone who want to join us, click the link below. I put it in chat for y'all to click on. Here you go. So yeah, come and join us. We don't bite. All right. So up next we have the sneak peek. And I'm going to put this in here. Oops. There you go. So yeah, this week's sneak peek is called "Keep the Energy High," and thank you for the subscription, iOS Spartan. Thank you for that. So keep the energy high. I didn't know what song that's from. I tried looking it up. There's like a whole bunch of songs with that in the lyrics. Maybe it's a recent song. I'm not sure. Did anyone recognize "Keep the Energy High"? Nope. Guess not. But what did folks think about the gun?
It looks interesting. I like the design.
This is a taser.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a
It says
it's electrocution.
bolt.
So I want to know
Oh,
if it
okay.
has.
Yeah, you're right. Taser. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
taser.
Bounty hunting and
non-lethal.
I mean, how much energy does a gun like that have to put out in order to tase someone in the 30th century with all their armor and everything?
oh, through the armor. That's true. That's true. I'd like to see the animation of it. See if they, do the what when you get tased in real life. Some people do that little jiggly kind of shape thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the animation from the gun, but yeah.
Oh no. I'm talking about the person when they get hit. If they,
Yeah.
they jiggle or what?
Stiff, do the stiff tree and then fall.
Yeah, and then fall down on their face like Groot did. Right? I am Groot. Yeah, like he did.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the design of it. It looked kind of like a toy almost, but I mean, that's the 30th century for you.
Now it kind of brings into mind whether or not they'll do anything like a tranquilizer.
Oh, you could put something like that in a med gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they have a
maybe.
tranquilize people and just knock them right out. Variation. Little.
How about you, Fish? What do you think?
Sorry, say again.
What do you think of the gun?
Oh yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I think it's it's a stun gun. I don't think it's a lethal gun. But if it is, I mean that's interesting. I mean, for it to put out that much voltage for it to basically kill somebody.
No, yeah, non-lethal, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, we have lethal electric guns already in the game in both a sniper rifle and a pistol form. I would like to see what
is that lethal or non-lethal? I thought
no, those are lethal.
Rifle.
No, those are lethal.
Non-lethal. Okay.
No,
yeah, go ahead.
those are lethal. So if this is non-lethal, it'll be the first like non-lethal weapon, like actual weapon that we have in the game. I'd like to see what the particle effects will look like. Like I imagine this would look like when you're powering up the railgun, you'd see like lightning on the outside where that like kind of grid pattern is. But I'm just speculating. But I think that would be really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I was thinking on what animation they're going to use for it, whether or not it lights up.
Yeah, probably be LED or RGB and all that good stuff coming when it expires.
Pick a color.
That's my guess. and if it doesn't, it should.
Exactly.
All right. So up next we have. Oh, this is from last week, but I didn't get a chance to take a look. But from the RSI web's official Twitter account, they said, "Let's celebrate the increase of the player cap in the special edition of Screenshot Saturday." And this is an event organized by morphologists in the game. So yeah, are people enjoying? Are you all enjoying the increased level cap?
Yeah.
You seeing the downside to it or anything?
I'm hesitant to correlate things to the server cap increasing, like because for a while it was really, really smooth. And so I don't think the problems that we're seeing now are as a result of the server cap increasing. I don't really see a downside. I mean, going from what was it, 3.17.0 to when they increased the server cap, it was like night and day. The game was like smoother with more people. So I think they've done a phenomenal job with this, and I look forward to more. It's making the universe feel more lived in.
So are you looking forward to like putting 1,000 people in this thing? I think this is the 890, correct?
Yeah, I don't think you could fit 1,000 people in it, but
You can
I
try.
look forward to hundreds. Yeah, I mean, I like that scene right there because it really conveys what we saw in that commercial. But this is actually real. These are real players. We just need better dances. That's all. And being able to take the centerpiece out so you have more dance floor.
Mm. All right. But how about Pop? Are you seeing any problems with the silver cap, or are you fine with it and everything seems smooth to you?
Actually, well, what happened to us, my son was building a new PC, and before he was testing, pulling out parts, CPUs, sending them back to Amazon, video cards, and things like that. So we hadn't got a chance to really go in, and then once he got that all situated, we've been doing a lot of Icarus.
Icarus, yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Official Revolution because they introduced a new player this week. They introduced Wolverine. I was hoping for Black Panther, but they introduced Wolverine, so that's what I've been doing the past couple of days. But yeah, so back to this though. Yeah, Fist. Yeah, are you you looking forward to hundreds of people being around you in game, or you like it more quiet?
I'm to be honest with you, I'm a more quiet person. Like when it comes to games, I generally, like in most MMOs, I don't hang out in the population in the populated areas, unless I'm just going there to like to go to the trading places and to marketplace, whatever, to grab something and then roll, because usually most like populated areas, from what I've known from playing other MMOs, becomes toxic. You get the silliness that starts happening in there.
Yeah,
and
but you gotta have a group around the auction house, right? They gotta be like a massive line.
Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but it's just this is my experience. I tend to stay away from the populated areas when it comes to all of that.
All right. And I'm a Kusanagi. You're joining us. Are you there?
I am here. Yes, I just got in from Maine, so I'm a little tired, but
Oh, okay. Well, welcome
I'm
back.
a little sore from flapping so hard.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
So, what are your thoughts about the increased player cap?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I'll have to. You get all these people with firearms on an 890, and I kind of just wonder, who you need to worry about. But I'm sure in the future, I know in talking to people with ships like this, they want to have like a dress code, which I think would be really cool, and hopefully a lot less people just standing around, like and more people dancing and stuff like that, and talking to others. It's really it's like it's like a digital bar citizen when you think about it. So
You're not
to get
wrong.
100 people together or 200 people together, it's kind of the same thing. So hopefully people get into voice comms and chat away and have a good time. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes with the MMO people. Like, hopefully it won't get toxic, but we'll see how it works out.
And you had that one person who loved to hear themselves talk. I wonder who I'm talking about. No, I'm messing,
I'm not
messing
that
people. I didn't mean you.
Depends on the subject matter.
Yeah, it depends on the subject matter, true. Because if you get me going along on a abandoned restaurant, then I'm that person. So yeah, I know what you mean.
To that point about so many people walking around with guns, I'm kind of surprised morphologists let all of them on. Like when we did the Yuri's Night, like pub crawl on a couple Constellation Phoenixes, we had a whole server of like 50 people on 2 ships. Everybody had to check their gun at the we had somebody from the ZDF like taking people's guns like at the door, right? So and now with the inventory system, you can just store the gun in the ship's inventory, so it makes it pretty easy.
Yep. All right. So up next we have last week not ISC, sorry, Citizen Live, Star Kart Racing. I'm just honored that they keep naming these things after me in game, because first we had Cast Kart, that's obviously named for me. Now we have Star Kart Racing. So I just want to say thank you, CIG. I'm very honored and humbled by your appreciation. So yeah,
You
did
are
anyone
the
watch
man.
anyone watch this Star Citizen Live from last week?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
What did you thought? What did you think?
It's cool. I'm glad to see that they're working on it. They were experimenting and, just kind of messing around. It's cool. I'm just, like I said before, wanting to see what I was hoping, but I guess I was hoping to see if they had any, things on the different types of model. Oh, wow. What's the little cart thing? What's the little cart's name?
Oh, PTV, Great Cat
Yeah,
PTV.
PTV. Yeah, but then again, I said no. They'll do a surprise for that. They wouldn't put up here, but it was very interesting. Like he's showing you putting up the tracks and jumping, and I think what he tried the mule,
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
fast forward to that part.
he tried the
No, that's the
mule in
PTV.
there, and it was pretty. I was hoping the mule did a lot better, but yeah, it looked like.
It's tough to turn in the mural, so
Yeah. Now,
there it is.
does anybody remember if the mule made it around the loop? That
No, it didn't. It didn't make it around the loop because they didn't quite aim it correctly, or the turning anything. They couldn't get it. They're about to try it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the turning radius is not good for this type of track for the mule.
Like I had a feeling if it started from the outside, they might have made it, or maybe get a good angle on it. They might have made it, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember him doing that. I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know if anybody feels like they should have variants for different vehicles. I hope they do, but that may be too much work. Different tracks for, the mule, different places for the little ships.
Yeah, because if I recall correctly, it took them 3 weeks to make that one track.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, but this is pushing someone in the off time, so they weren't working on something Star Citizen or Squadron 42 related.
I could totally see them removing the cargo from the mule and changing some numbers to make the turning radius sharper and having like a racing variant in the mule.
Variant.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see. So I'm a Kusanagi Fish Face. Do you have any thoughts about this?
I mean, I'm excited to see that they're doing things like this. Bringing elements to the game other than just like you said, space subjects, things like that. Give something that folks can kind of go in and do besides going out mining and stuff like that. This looks like something that definitely you'll see in the future for competitions. And you got to think about it though too. Don't just look at it as a racetrack for the sorry, I forgot the name of it.
PTV?
Right, the PTV, right. Don't just look at it as a track for the mule people. Run. There you go.
Oh, run. Okay.
You can have put I mean, because it's only a 2-car track, right? So
Right.
you got to figure, folks are gonna I mean, for me, I would want to race, more than against just one other person. But in order for you to do that, hey, you gotta get a group of people on there and just run.
You could have you can do it like IndyCar. Like you have different tiers. Like you have two in the front, two behind
Right.
them, two behind them, two behind them.
Yeah, but how can you pass though? That's the question. Is that
That's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it interesting. How do they pass on the track? So yeah.
So I mean, and that's the thing. Like you could take a look at it as seeing it that this could also become a death race.
Yeah, you could do. That's what I was getting ready to say. You could make. I don't know if anybody remembers the old demolition derby type thing where it doesn't necessarily excuse me have to be a track, It could just be an arena, and I guess they could add collision to the cars, and then last one standing wins, kind of a thing. Yeah, you could do that in there. Another thing I was thinking when they did the Pico, a handheld vehicle, not handheld vehicle, remote control. That's what
Oh,
remote
yeah.
control. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Remote control vehicles. They could make tracks, and you would be up in a stand and maybe have a group of 8 people and see who wins on those. You could do the with a lot of the kids and scientists do the I forget the channel they used to come on where they would have saws and flamethrowers and the robot vehicles. They had
Oh,
robot
yeah,
vehicles.
yeah, yeah.
BattleBot.
Yeah, they could do that. It's a lot of things they could do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people in chat are probably looking forward to like a Pico bomb going off like they did in the ISC.
Exactly. Right. Is it rollerball? Pico bomb? Yeah. Jet.
How about you, Kusanagi?
Care for a mule race car because I don't care for a Nox cargo ship or cargo thing. If they want to make it different variants of PTVs, or if I can have a modular PTV so I can add some stuff to that, maybe even make like a 3-wheel PTV so I can crash in different ways, then that would be interesting. But we'll see what happens. Certainly, it sounds like you Pops might want a little Alita Battle Angel action going on here at the
Oh
racetrack.
yeah, Battle Angel. Yeah, it's not Staterball. It's not Powerball. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, though. But yeah, so this was I see Star Citizen Live about making the racetrack and what goes into development, and I appreciate it. So thanks CIG for putting that out. Give us a look into the development of the game in real time almost. It's impressive that they got all that done in an hour or two.
Yeah, well, once you have the pieces, then it's just a matter of placing them and putting them together, make sure they work.
Yeah,
make sure you have the right tools.
Yeah, I hope they give the Gray Cat a speed boost, or maybe have a racing variant of it so that they can put that loop in one of the tracks.
I don't see them making any more PTVs. I think they're just going to stick with the one.
Yeah.
Oh, then give it a boost. Give it like a turbo boost or something.
Oh, you know what may happen though, Jade? In 3 months, Star Atlas may have a track of their own for the vehicle.
At the rate they're going, who knows? I wouldn't bet against it.
Right. All right. So up next we have. Okay, yeah, this is a contest, TikTok Showdown contest, and this is has some controversy with it, but basically CIG is celebrating the official TikTok channel, tiktok.com/@StarCitizen, and he thought the Chip Showdown would make a perfect opportunity to host their own TikTok contest. So you have until August 29th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So they want you to. The showdown is all about campaigning for your favorite ship to take the #1 spot, and that's exactly what they'll be looking for on the TikTok contest. So they say how to enter, follow the contest rules. That is, TikTok showdown. TikTok publish a video feature of any flyable or drivable ship currently in game and on TikTok. Include a hashtag and only one submission per participant. And does not have to contain in-game footage. Creativity is encouraged. So anyone here gonna put it this way? Who here is part of TikTok? I don't have a TikTok account.
I have it.
No.
Yeah, I'm on it. I love that they're doing this because I don't know if a lot of people here know, but if you don't know, Star Citizen's been blowing up on TikTok. Like,
really?
Yeah, it's been blowing up all year on TikTok, and so I can see the reason they're doing this because they recognize that they see that there's a lot of people generating Star Citizen content on TikTok now, and yeah, why not? Why not have a contest on TikTok for the ship showdown?
I mean, I need another social media platform like I need another streaming service. They're just too many to keep track of.
I totally get that. I totally understand that. But I also see that, Star Citizen, CIG, they're looking to the future as well with this contest. These are new backers and potentially future backers.
So yeah, you got first place, you get a Mercury Star Runner. I thought it was just called a Mercury CIG. Why you had the Star Runner to it? Anyway, second place you get an Anvil Arrow or LTI, and third place you get another Anvil Arrow. I don't know why they both face differently. They're both the same thing, but okay. Yeah, you got two arrows and one MSR. So, and Square 2, how are you doing? Welcome.
Hey, how you everybody doing? I'm doing great. I just logged on, so I don't know what the subject.
Basically, we're talking about what's on the screen, the TikTok showdown contest. Do you use TikTok?
No, I do not actually. Star Citizens on TikTok?
Yeah.
Really. They recently just launched the channel, so they have the contest to celebrate the launch of the TikTok channel.
Well, that may be motivation for me to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if it's not that many people on TikTok, then maybe you have a good chance of winning. But from what Jade is saying, there's a lot of people. Well, a lot of talk about Star Citizen, so I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a whole like citizen talk, thing that's going on over on TikTok, and I just think this is great strategic marketing for Star Citizen because they saw it, and that's what this is in recognition of. I mean, I made my me and my Pisces song for anybody that wanted to like do a dance or make some kind of video to it for TikTok specifically. So yeah,
okay,
great.
That's a thing Montoya put out in reference to TikTok.
I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen it? Yeah. I watched a small portion of it. It has to do if you're in the military because it shows your location, your surrounding location. When you do TikTok, I know nothing about TikTok. I have no idea. I just barely got what's the other T thing? Twitter, Twitch, one of them things just like 3 months ago. So yeah.
They're both T things.
Yeah, all these T's, but hey. But yeah, he was saying you said about being careful, it shows your location. And especially if you're in the military and you're doing it, it can expose where you're at. So,
isn't that like any social media? Like, doesn't Twitter and Facebook do that?
Come on, Go Map, get in here.
Yeah, come on, Go Map, join the fray.
Calling Go Map, come in, Go Map. Maybe I'll be along, but yeah. So yeah, that is the TikTok showdown. You get some ships. There he is. Go Map. So what are your thoughts?
Do not
and
use
welcome. Why?
It is a state-run social media. It is not. It's one thing for Facebook and Google and Apple, whoever does the other social medias, to take your information for like revenue. TikTok is a whole nother beast. The security implications on that are just absolutely frightening to anyone who cares about cybersecurity. Yeah, like just look at the permissions that you agree to on your phone and look at where that stuff is going. All your data is being pumped directly to Beijing from your phone if you install it.
I trust them more than Mark Zuckerberg. Just saying.
Oh, well,
they never did me bad. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there it is.
Jade, ditto.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, go ahead. No, I was gonna say after that. Okay. After that, I think we should probably move on from the TikTok showdown contest. But I mean, good luck to anyone who does participate. All right. So up next we have. Oh yeah, this is from the RSI account. They had a blast at Tacoma, Washington by Citizen. They said yesterday, but this was sent on the 14th, so that's probably the 13th. So yeah, it looked like they had a lot of people. Oh yeah, I have some information here from Griffin. He said Pacific Northwest Bar Citizen official bar count 244 people. So 244 people showed up. That's got to be a fire hazard. But yeah, what do people think?
I
Well,
see some.
Okay.
Fantastic turnout. That's all I gotta say, because we've tried it. You know, we did this in Boston. We had less than half show up.
Yeah.
I know Chicago tried it, and they had less than that show up. And so maybe it's a regional thing, but this is a fantastic turnout.
I think it was put out that CIG was going to attend, so that's probably why more people showed up.
Yeah, that's what I think Joe Run said yesterday on Yacht Club, was that originally they had like RSVP for 100 people, and then once the announcement went out that CIG was going to be there, like went up to over 200. And this is the largest. It set a record. It's the largest Bar Citizen that's not associated with a convention, not with
I was
a
going to say,
Citizen
like,
Con.
Citizen Con was bigger, but yeah, not associated with a convention, yeah.
Yeah,
saying
and
this is
up
bigger than
here,
the German
someone said
ones?
Northwest is the best in the USA. Yes, I tend to agree. I live in Seattle. I missed out on this because I was out of town, but I will say that this region has so many Star Citizen players and you know, really passionate players too. That's all.
Yeah, but how many people of those are NPCs? There got to be like one in 9
I'm the
in
one
10.
standing on the chairs in the back.
Yeah, okay.
I think they're a little sus.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Bar Citizen coming up in New Jersey. I don't know if I'm gonna make it because it's like out in the middle of not nowhere, but it's hard to get to. Like I was trying to look into Amtrak and Greyhound, but I couldn't see a local depot or stop getting off in New Brunswick. So we'll see if that happens. That's in October, so I still have time.
FC, that's a good definition of New Jersey.
Oh, you got two people who are from New Jersey in here, so be careful with that kind of talk.
You can talk about it if you want.
Talk about Jersey. I ain't sitting up
I live in
like
Jersey for many-
the best thing out of Jersey is Jersey burger. It's called a pork roll.
I lived in
burger.
Jersey quite a few years, so I can say it.
Got you. Well, it's not Jersey. It's Drazy.
That's north.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. Wait.
South
Hold on
Jersey.
a second. South Jersey does it too, because you got to remember Jersey Shore. They put that on the map.
Yeah,
Right?
well, that's
Oh,
true, isn't it?
I heard to bring that back too. So look out for that.
Oh no.
Snooky, I miss you. No. Anyway, so up next we
That's
have.
sure. I thought you meant like egg. Never mind. It's Harvey Stevens. Let's move on.
Yeah, so this is another one from the RSI official account. Our team has voted and reported proud to announce the winners of the Seeds of Earth and Queen Song contest. So congratulate them. The Stad Hopper, Anita P, and Rustic Ur. So congratulations to them. I forgot what they won, but yeah, they probably won a free LTI ship. And I believe this one probably from Stad Hopper, Seeds of Orison. This one's probably from Anita P from Seeds of Orison. And this looked like something happened, like, you know, he had a bad day at work or something.
Okay. Okay.
And that is peak Siege of Orson. You get out, respawn, don't even bother changing, just get out in your medical gown and go.
Yeah, you don't need any pockets or anything.
That's when you're going
title of
shopping.
that is-
You go with nothing so you can shop.
Yeah. Well, the title of that is I'm getting my shit back.
That's right. That's right.
Probably, yeah. So again, congratulations to the winner of the Seeds of Earth and Screen Sign contest. All right, up next we have the Roadmap Roundup. This came out yesterday, 1 p.m. So happy Wednesday, everybody. And so I'm just going to go over the 3 changes to the progress chapters. So small housekeeping update. The EU landing zone team has been split into 2 teams, Landing Zone 1 and Landing Zone 2, as they both have resources coming from the prop team. This week, the only change to the progress tracker is a slight reallocation of resources and the name change of the original team. We have the full schedule for Landing Zone 2, which has been finalized by production. And the following deliverables have been added to the progress tracker. Arena Commander Classic Race Mode Overhaul. Wait, is that thing we saw in Out? No, I'm kidding. So yeah, complete overhaul of all systems and map in Arena Commander Classic Race Mode. That's about time, because that's like, I want to say 2015, 2014? Yeah, 2014. It hasn't been much added to it, so I think it had time for something to be done. So the deliverable has been added to Arena Commander Pizza Team schedule. So I don't know if that's going to be in the next patch or somewhere down the line. After that, we had the Volt Pulse, designing and creating a verified alpha laser technology post-energy pistol, not like what we saw earlier. Assets include creation, animation, and balancing. This deliverable has been added to the weapon content team schedule. After that, we have the AI vehicle perception. The feature will give AI the ability to both perceive and detect vehicles from the ground, as well as select ground-based targets when piloting their own, using both vision and radar. This deliverable has been added to the AI tech team schedule. And second to last, we have aerodynamic control surfaces. Ships with control surfaces will be able to use them in the atmosphere to aid their maneuverability. This will allow for improved performance from ships that have weak maneuvering pressures in the atmosphere and bring new depth to aerodynamic fight in the game. Previously removed from the vehicle, experienced team delivers when merged with the vehicle's feature team. This has returned to the progress tracker with this update. Update, they realized they made an error of the release view due to our team pulling a set off the data roadmap that was slightly out of date for Arena Commander feature team. The card for the Arena Commander Classic Race Mode overhaul was always intended for Alpha 3.19. Okay, good. Not 3.18. So yeah, that's for 3.8.19. So Kusanagi, any thoughts about anything on here?
Liking the racing changes. It's been a long time since they've actually done anything with that, so it'd be kind of cool to get back out on the track and see what they've changed. Of course, they were getting the snake pit, which is cool for I think for the people who actually started to use it on their own, and then to see it, actually as a location in the game, and then also into Arena Commander. So that's really cool for them. I will have to turn on some Wipeout. I think it's 2097 audio from the old PlayStation days, and maybe play with that. Unless they have something really good, some good audio tracks in Arena Commander. So I'm hoping for some aggressive piloting. And really, the AI vehicle perception is kind of really cool, and certainly aerodynamic control surfaces, because I think people are going to have their is it the Aurora? What's that brick? I have I'll just say I'll enjoy my Gladiators while people fly the flying brick that Test Squadron loves so much.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
the Aurora.
Aurora. Yeah, it's the Aurora. Yeah, Kawadi's favorite ship. Fitchface said he'll be right back. So go back. Any thoughts about anything on here?
Yeah, the aerodynamic control surfaces. I think that's going to be, I hate using the term, but game changing for a lot of folks. Anytime they're putting any work into like the flight characteristics in the game, I appreciate it.
Okay, cool. Jay, do you have any thoughts on anything on here?
Yes, the AI vehicle perception. I mean, I love anytime they do anything with AI, but this opens up the possibility of AI driving ballistas. So that's going to be, not quite game changing, but it's going to definitely be more gameplay for, if you're doing anything where you're going into a ground target and they're able to target you. Usually you have to worry about AI ships if you're doing like atmospheric bounties or turrets, but now this will open up actual mobile threats on the ground from AI. So I like it. I'm here for it.
Cool. Pops, how about you? Any thoughts?
Well, I am always happy to see AI work. I am really looking forward to see how well they can do all the AI uh, features that they're going to outnumber us. So I am really extremely curious to see, exactly how all of this is going to fit and go together. So I'm very happy to, every time when they post that they're working on AI is a good thing. But I do have can you scroll up for me, fastcart? Because I have a
Yeah,
question.
there's nothing up there except for the EU
Yeah.
landing zone stuff.
Yeah, that I wanted to get the name right is the landing zone. The landing zone. I am really curious what what is that? I don't know if anybody knows.
It's for like making landing zones for like Terra or Earth or Sol and other planets, or like something from the next Pyro landing zone. So yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, are we talking about some automation work, like the AI people come in, like they showed in the show where they were
I'm not
in different
sure about
paths?
that, but I'm imagining they're just talking about making landing zones. Because like Terra or not Terra, like Earth supposed to have like a landing zone in China, a landing zone in Russia, a landing zone in EU, and a landing zone in America.
Oh, okay. I see what you. Okay, because I'm okay. I see the broad. Okay, because I just wondered if somebody had better.
That's what I got from it.
Yeah,
Yes.
from what's going through my mind, I'm like, what a landing zone? Okay, I get
Star
it.
Citizen calls cities landing zones, but that's because also space stations, like major space stations, like Ruin Station and Pyro, that's also considered a landing zone. So that's why they don't say cities; they say landing zones.
I get it. Okay.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
How about you, Square Tube? Any thoughts?
I guess I'm going to echo what Jay said earlier regarding the AI and ground defense stuff. That'll be interesting. At least it seems that way. It'll just be interesting having movable ground defenses. And then the other thing I guess I'm looking forward to is the racing. I hope that they're changing the look or the environment a little bit, and I really hope they make the circles, the waypoints, a lot larger, because ships that would be good at racing, like the Cartual, has a hard time getting through those rings. But that's really my thoughts on that.
Yeah, but is the Cartual really good for racing?
Well, racing in Star Citizen on those courses, a lot of people will drift and things like that. And so you can make those very good angled turns and set yourself up for the next waypoint, angle your ship. And it seems like that kind of maneuverability would be ideal for the way you race in Star Citizen, or at least the way it was done, like you said, years ago. So that's what I mean by that.
I am looking forward to racing with my Bernie Merchantman. No, not really.
Okay.
All right. So up next we have the the Ship Showdown Ultimate Aerospace Smackdown. So yeah, it's that time of year again. So so Jade, you have your favorite. What are you pulling for?
Me and my Pisces. No, I wrote that song for a reason. I've been since the last Ship Showdown. I've been preaching Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. That's going to be the winner this year. But that Gray Cat PTV is a formidable meme. But it takes a meme to take on a meme. So anybody that doesn't like the Gray Cat PTV being a meme, just vote Pisces, and that's all I'm going to say.
I think you may have a good chance of making the top 4, if not number 1.
Yeah, if we get in the top 4, it's going to be a battle to get to number 1, because I think that PTV vote is going to be strong. But I think we can rise above.
Agree. like a top. I would at best hope for top 4, if not for the win. But yeah.
Yeah, and somebody said PTV is not a meme. I think all these, other than maybe the first winner, the Caterpillar, have been memes because the Carrick was a meme. Let's be real. Carrick is
I mean,
love.
you know,
Carrick is life. That was a meme.
I don't know if you noticed, Jay, but Carrick was voted as Jared Huckabee's Disco Orlando's favorite ship.
Yeah, but I mean, it had a
So
whole meme that went with it.
that
You know,
that is
prior
part of
to
the
it.
meme.
Yeah. So literally, this contest is always, with the exception of the first one, has always been a contest of meme winners. So deal with it.
Oh my goodness! There you go. That's the fighting words there. So what do you think, Pops?
I would like. Well, I'm kind of for the mule. Maybe.
Mule? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
reasonable. I mean, I think the Mule has a decent chance to top 4 too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: What do you think? What do you think the top 4 are going to be? You have to guess. Just guessing.
Well, I'm probably the PTV. I'm hoping the mule gets in there somewhere. Beyond that, I really don't know. I really, you know, I just like the mule, and I think it's, and the PTV because of the racetrack thing going on.
And before I continue on, Jade and Pops, are you participating? I know Jade already participated. Pops, are you trying to rally your cause for the mule on social media?
No, I don't do so. I don't do social media.
You don't do social media? Okay.
No, this is.
I'm pretty sure the mule has a good chance without, yeah. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
How about you, Square 2?
Okay, so first of all, it's rigged. No, but all jokes aside, I would like to see the origin ships in either the 400, the 100, or the 600. I'd love to see one of those. But I think
The
it's going to be
600 was top 4 last year.
That's true. It was. But I'm pretty sure it'll be PTV, and I'm saying it now because yeah.
Are you participating online and social media?
No, I probably should. I just no. I'm never on social media. No, I'm just rarely on social media, and that's why.
Yeah, while I'm on here, talk about the ship showdown. This is the RSI side, obviously. So, what's your favorite ship in the verse? Go on Twitter using the hashtag SC Ship Showdown, and they have rules and everything for how to participate. And you still have 10 days left, so over 10 days left to get into the fight. And these are some of the ships that people post. Some people are putting online on Twitter. So, there goes Fusion Gaming. I saw that the other day. So yeah.
Hey, there's my song. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know it made the front page. Sorry.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there. There it is. Yep.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, it not only did it make the front page, it made it to the RSI retweet. So yeah.
Yeah, you showed me that. I woke up this morning and I saw that one of the devs commented on the Spectrum post, but then I didn't know that they had retweeted it. So wow, thank you. Anybody from RSI that's listening, thank you.
Kusanagi, how about you? What are your thoughts?
I'd just like to reiterate. I think Griffin mentioned this. I'm not sure if he's here or not, but I think he was talking about having split up, so you'd have like ground vehicles and competition for flight vehicles and maybe just fighters would be cool.
Yeah, he mentioned that last night. Yeah.
So I think that's just a great comment, and I just wanted to reiterate that because you're not going to see the Nova tank win this event just because it would have to be more like an Ago Cargo type of thing. So I think that it would be nice when they get enough vehicles in the game and ships in the game, especially ground vehicles now, where you could actually say, okay, now we can segment the competition up into something more dynamic. That being said, I do love the Nova tank. I haven't got a chance to look at the Centurion, but my favorite ship is probably I like the Saber, I guess, for single pilot stuff. And then I do have the Carrack, so that's probably my favorite for the multi-crew type of things.
I don't think the character's gonna win again because it's been top 4 for a couple of years or 3 years, and so I'm not sure if it's gonna get into the top 4 again. We'll
Maybe
see.
see the was it the Scorpius? That's the X-wing, right? So
Yeah,
I can maybe
Scorpious is a
see
new one.
I can see something like that doing quite well this year. We'll see what happens.
How about you participating pulling for any ships? Are you participating in social media?
No, on the social media side of things. The ship I would probably have to say I'm kind of pulling for. I doubt if it even gets there, but the reason why I say this is the Banu Defender because of the Banu. You know.
Defender? Yeah, that is one ship that doesn't have if any skins. So yeah, I can see that.
Well, wait, it does have 3 because it did have some for the I think it was the last Alien Week.
Okay.
Alien Week, so it does have some skins, but I just was, saying it for the Defender because for the Banu, but I doubt if it gets there. It's not a popular ship.
No, it's not. Not really. But
Yeah.
you can dream. You can hope.
I'm a realistic person. I don't really dream.
What do you think the top 4 will be?
I'm probably I know the top 2. The Mule and the Mule and PTV.
Yep.
I know that.
So, and the rest are like up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because it depends on what the community is really feeling this year.
How about you, Kusanagi? I meant to ask you, what do you think the top 4 will be?
Top 4? Oh my god. Toyota, GM, Honda, and what was the new company?
No,
I don't know. I really don't know. Top 4 ships. I think they probably have to be the recent ones. Something that just people were like, oh my god, about, or they were just waiting for a long time. Like if the Endeavor came out like by some miracle of God, like say like a week from now or whatever, then it would be that would win. So
it would take more than a miracle.
like Buddha would have to high five God and be like, "We got this," and then it would come down. So yeah, I think it would just be like whatever the most hyped ships were. The ships have to be in game, right? It's like the BMM.
Yeah, it has to be in game. Yeah, so BMM is not eligible. That's the word.
So I think definitely the Pisces because it's widely used in Jumptown. It ended up being kind of a fan favorite just because it was like so quick to get in and get out, and you could stack stuff up. I think something that could help out with that would probably do well. Like I think that maybe the Stealth Bomber. I think that was kind of like a sleeper fan favorite. And
the Eclipse.
Yeah, the Eclipse and something else. Let's just throw in some other stuff there. Definitely, maybe even the Ballista. Hell, that thing is like probably the best thing at Jumptown. That thing would just take down a Jumptown and like lock it down. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I love the 400i, by the way. I know there's some 400i love there, and it'd be nice to see that get on there.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and I think next year's winner is going to be the favorite ship of fastcart, the Banu Merchantman.
I think so. It depends on what else comes out because there's going to be another meme. I'm hoping it'll be top 4 at least, but I doubt it'll take a number 1. Depends on what else is out. But
when it comes out.
Dark Knight. Before we get going out, hey, good Dark Knight. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Glad I got to jump in. Was hanging out with my kid, getting him ready for school tomorrow. First year in high school. Yes.
Oh,
Friday?
Okay. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. But good to be here. I hope everybody's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm doing all well. So, what are your thoughts about the ship showdown? You have a favorite ship that you're pulling for? You're participating on social media?
Well, of course, I love my 400i. I would love to see it get, do some love there. But you know what? It's just a fun thing to do. So you know what? PTV, let it win. I don't care.
You don't care.
Let it win.
You don't
You
care.
know,
Dark Knight's the Joker. He wants to see the Earth burn.
I want to see the Earth burn. That's right. I want to light up Spectrum like they've been going all week.
Right?
Now, I have a question for you, DK.
Uh-huh.
Okay, which one would you choose, the 400 or the Starliner when it comes out?
Oh, well, when the Starlighter comes out, you better believe that's going to be my choice. I'll forget all the rest of this.
Yeah,
Yep.
no question about that. Yeah.
No question about that one.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
All right. So you don't care. Okay. So go, Matt. What are your thoughts? Do you have a favorite ship, or what do you think the top 4 will be?
What I think the top 4 will be versus what they should be are probably not in
What do you think it
line.
will be? Not should be. What do you think it will be?
I have no faith in the sanity of this community. Therefore, they will put like a buggy on there. They may even put like the Centurion. I think the Pisces is going to get in the top 4, which I think it should. Right, the Pisces is going to get in the top 4. And of course, one of the fan favorites, right? That's always up there, right? MSR is always up there. 600i always makes a good showing. The Carrick is always a favorite. It all depends on who it's put up against, right?
It depends on who. I don't see the Carrick. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's really going to depend on the on the matchups, right? The matchups are going to be what's going to determine who's going to be the winner, ultimate winner here. Me personally, if I'm looking at it pragmatically, I think the Pisces deserves a spot in there. I think the Eclipse is such a it's such a crucial ship, especially for those that do a lot of bounty hunting or ERTs or even a lot of this big stuff like the Xeno threat, right? I think the Eclipse needs some to get more love than it gets. My personal favorite like day-to-day fighter is the Harbinger, right? Where's the love?
Put it up there on Twitter.
Yeah, but I think the Vanguard line suffers from its variety, right? Because there's so many. There's 3-4 different Vanguards, and so a lot of folks are end up being split between the ones that they are the favorite. Actually, only split between 2, the Sentinel and the Harbinger. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I really, in order for my own sanity, I am not putting too much thought into it. Que sera.
Got burned last year.
Yeah, the people gonna do what the people gonna do. So whatever, have fun, do you?
Yeah, it is amazing how on the last day of the voting round, 15,000 new accounts were made.
Yeah,
Of course.
I mean, there were no rules against it.
What will be will be.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not even gonna waste cycles.
A tweet.
Nope.
No, CIG
Fine.
did say that they didn't count those votes. So, and then the results would have been the same anyway.
Yeah,
Without,
I said last year.
Yeah. So my thoughts are, I think the PTV is gonna win. I think the Mule will be second. So third place. I'm not participating on social media, but because I will participate when the BMM is out probably. But yeah, so PTV, Mule, third place. Well, if you look in here, I hit the wrong button. So anyway, if you look in here, I mean, there are some good stories. Like some people are doing the Redeemer, some people are doing the Argo Cargo again. No, not the Argo Cargo. I'm sorry, it's the Circle G, not the Argo Cargo. But yeah, so looking on here at MSRs, maybe third. I don't know. I would actually know a thing that would be cool. Someone had the Aurora. And they said, "Oh, you got one for the Pisces. You got a Lego Pisces. Oh yeah, that's cool."
There's been a lot of Pisces posting lately.
Mm.
I think it's going to make it into the final four.
Yeah, so maybe like the PTV mule, maybe something like the Redeemer, and for fourth place, it's gonna be the Cutlass Steel.
I don't think I've seen one submission for the Cutlass Steel. And I went deep, and I couldn't find one.
You didn't go deep enough, Jay. Didn't go deep enough.
There's that one person probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas said it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I know, but still, that is a lot of effort for people to go through to try to get the Argo cargo to win or whatever ship they wanted.
I think
So,
the
yeah,
400
we'll
will
see.
definitely be in there for sure.
Say it again. No,
I
yeah,
think the 400
yeah.
it's going to be in there for sure.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
It should.
If they put the 400i against the Scorpious, I don't know who would win.
Tough
Hopefully
one.
those
Yeah.
don't go against each other. Like I
Yeah.
really hope they don't do that.
They did that last year, and that was just like, come on.
I know, right?
We shall
was why I
see.
said
We shall
really.
see. All right. So up next we have this week's Inside Star Citizen. This title is called Doing Time. I didn't get a chance to preview this, so this is my first time watching it. So let's go ahead and take a look.
The stand system has seen many changes since the persistent universe first came online. It's grown, expanded, been reshaped and reformed, and it continues to evolve with each successive patch. And while the upcoming Pyro system and our journey to 4.0 is a big focus for everyone around, it's important to keep an eye on the present and continue to iterate on and improve upon what's come before. And this week's show focuses on the work of the mission feature team in doing just that. Now up first, Space Station Korea, old stalwart of PvP in the stand system, is about to get a makeover both in looks and in restored purpose.
Back in its heyday, Korea used to be this big central hub for PvP.
Which has multiple entrances and exits and is just perfect for that kind of gameplay.
When we added the UGFs and added some of the security depots where you could go and hack away your crime stat, kind of took away from Korea's unique PvP draw.
And we've decided that we want to give players a taste of what Korea used to be like.
Korea is a security outpost that was meant for Crusader security to kind of have as their base of operations. Unfortunately, it ended up not being fit for living and working there.
It's been abandoned by Crusader. The uses the player can have there is there's a few missions they can take there to kill, stragglers, nine-tails. They can go there to hack away their crime stat. There's some loot there as well, so players do go there to loot.
However, now, if you approach Korea, you're going to immediately notice Crusader has moved in at this point.
They're going to be using this facility as it was intended. And the way they're doing this, and we're doing this to hopefully entice PvP at this location, is we're firstly beefing up the exterior security of Korea.
You will be met with new online turrets that will not be too happy with you arriving.
It's now going to be even harder for people to approach and land. When you get there to land, you might find some enemies on the landing pad to thwart your infiltration of Korea. When you're inside Korea, there'll be Crusader security all around that you'll have to take out if you want to use that station. After killing a few of them, a security chief will spawn.
Now, if you take this guy down and you look around, he will have a security code on him.
You can take his datapad off, operate his terminal, and then start this contraband dispenser.
It's a device that goes into Korea's storage facility and pulls up contraband that was deposited by the law enforcement.
And the great thing about that is obviously we've got some highly valuable drugs in the game. We're making even more highly prohibited and expensive goods, as well as scrap. Just we'll throw some worthless rubbish in there, so it's an absolute gamble.
You'll still be able to wipe your crime stat there. That is always going to be wanted at Korea. But the new thing we've done is we've removed the UGF crime stats. You will no longer be able to go to a UGF to wipe it.
Obviously, that's going to focus criminals and like law enforcement, those who roleplay law enforcement, into that area. But we decided that still wasn't enough. We'd been looking for a way to give players their first ever kind of player-triggered mission.
When this location goes under attack, which is when a certain amount of the AI that are defending the location are killed, a broadcast will be put out to all bounty hunters, anyone who is a lawful player, to come to this location and remove the threat at that location. However, don't get greedy and pick up any of the contraband. You might just be marked as one of those bad players.
So I think players who've been with us for a while will be really excited to hear what we're doing with Korea.
This is going to pull everyone to this one location to have battles.
It's open, it's functional, and it's going to serve as a dangerous hotspot for both criminal and lawful players alike.
Restoring Korea to its former glory is just one of several steps being taken recently to provide improved opportunities for PvP combat in the persistent universe. And we're going to check in on its visual makeover as it progresses later this quarter. But now, let's turn our attention to prisons. Or maybe just one prison in particular. That home, too often a home for those who break Stanton's laws intentionally, or who just stare at an elevator the wrong way. Let's go back to the mission feature team and discuss the ways they're currently exploring to bring new ways of escaping Kleischer's all too familiar grasp.
So currently in prison, there are 4 ways to get out. You can wait, you can mine, you can escape, and finally we added a mission where you can go and repair things for Kleischer, and they'll give you merits for doing so. But we don't believe that's enough variety, so we're working on more ways to complete your sentence.
The prison caves in particular can feel like quite a lonely place. You know, they're very dark, very damp. The likelihood of running into players is not particularly high, especially because there's 3 different routes.
So straight out of the gate, the first thing we're investigating is NPC prisoners in the caves. Currently, the caves are pretty empty. The only person in there is Auralia, and we want to expand that to have these. You'll be able to hopefully kill them if you want to risk the crime, and they might have some things that might help reduce your sentence.
We also wanted to provide more sandbox opportunities for earning merits. So some of you have noticed there's stashes dotted around the tunnels.
They can contain items that you could have bought previously from the vending machine, and they can also find themselves contraband items like prison shivs. We're looking at ways to have a system where players can bring back contraband and other prison-wanted items and be rewarded for it.
We also want to investigate adding a reward for players taking out violent inmates. This will help clean the prison up and stop them from causing a ruckus, and it will also provide, the model prisoners more ways to legally and preferably pay off their crimes to society. And for those who don't want to serve their time, we're adding a new mission into the prisons.
All criminals caught end up in Kleischer, and there's lots of vital information to be recovered from there.
In a certain depth, in a certain cave, we're adding what is known as a black spot, where outside entities can contact you and ask you to do work inside of the prison.
In doing so, they will be rewarded very handsomely.
It's always great when we get to revisit locations and missions after getting player feedback. And this won't be the last of updates you'll find in the prison experience.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that folks with a fondness for the old days of Korea have something familiar to look forward to. That Kleischer may finally get some NPC population to better obscure the same familiar faces that I keep seeing in there week after week. You know who you are. And that even with a major focus pushing ahead, it's important we look back, iterate on what's come before, and continue to evolve all aspects of Star Citizen along the way. Now don't forget the Ship Showdown has begun, and it's your chance to advocate for the best of the best in Star Citizen ships and vehicles for a chance to win exclusive paints and prestige, and for us to bet internally on how we think you'll vote. I was so close last year. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee, here in the Bonded Warehouse, our neighbors at the new Manchester Goods Yard, who were kind enough to let us in when the rain showed up. We'll see you all next week from who knows where.
That looks like it for this week. No ending credit scene. All right, so let's go in order. I just want to say before we get started, just have to say, what are you going to do when you get out of jail? I'm going to have some fun. What do you consider fun?
Fun.
Have a Kusanagi. What are your thoughts?
What are you talking about? fastcart, you're killing me, man.
Twins, I think.
What was the first part? We'll just start with okay, Korea. So Korea was really cool. It's really interesting for them to kind of almost put like a, kind of a mix of jump town and a Orison in the same small station. I think eventually it's going to get fully manned because if you spend 1 trillion credits, you think a little bit of construction faults would get corrected. And then the second part, I think is really 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 good too as well. I actually I like both parts of this. What was the second part again?
Korea.
Prison.
Not Korea.
Oh my god.
Cluster.
At first I was like, where the hell did the guy get the knife from? But then you find a shiv. I thought that was really cool. The one thing I want to know is I would love for them to let us find this stuff eventually, as the game progresses on our own. I want to have a bit of exploration to find this, dark or black room or whatever, and not have everybody know it's there. Yeah, that's kind of just like my wish is that you would just leave exploration, give exploration a bit, and that would be cool. So yeah, that's all I got.
Dark Knight, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so regarding Korea, I started the hunt through Spectrum and they're already getting lit up. It's funny, because it's now the other side. I don't want to have to go to Korea. It's so much easier to go over to the UGFs and clear my crime stat. Now I have to go actually fight people. Yeah, put your big boy pants on. You got to go out there and actually do something now. Don't be a criminal.
Oh, big girl.
Don't be a criminal if you don't want to have to deal with it. Yeah, you're going to get hunted now, and you only have one place to go to clear that crime stat. Good luck. Bring an escort. They tell everybody else to bring an escort. Guess what? Bring an escort. I think.
Do you think they're going to increase the player times to stay in prison now?
They might. I think they should. They should if they're putting that gameplay in. Speaking of Klesher, if they're putting the gameplay in Klesher, increase the time. What point is it? What's the point of having all of that new gameplay going in if you're only going to get out in 10 minutes? Now, granted, I can understand if you get hit by an elevator and it gives you a crime stat. That's a problem. That's a problem we all know about. There are issues and bugs and things like that give you crime stats for no particular reason at all. Those kinds of things, we have to work around and we're going to have to deal with. But if you're a criminal and you want to be a criminal, this is the way life is going to be. And it's going to be harder and harder to do what you want to do and get away with it. The bounty hunters now know where to go. If you want to clear a crime stat, you have to go to SPK. It's just like bringing back the old days of SPK because that was the only place you could go. So people were hunting all over. They were sitting outside SPK waiting for you to come in there and clear your crime stat. So this is just going back to that. And I'm glad they brought it back. This is a real PvP area now. It's a hardcore PvP area. And I saw somebody in here. What about the solo players? If you're a criminal and you're solo, bring an escort. That's all there is to it. You got to find your way to, if you want to clear your crime stat, this is the only place you can do it now. Got to go to Grimhex, go to Garb Corp, get your, or even at Microtech, get your card and head on over to SPK and good luck. and otherwise, you're going to get hunted one way or another. And I think this is great for bounty hunters. I think it's great for criminals who want to participate in PvP, or any other players that want to have a go at it. I think it's cool that they're adding to it. And I look forward to hearing all of the stories and all of the, seeing all of the videos and things like that. They're going to be popping up when that comes in. It's cool. It's really, really cool. And, on top of that, just with, I'll finish up with Klesher. I think it's kind of neat that they give you opportunities to, lessen your time without having to, go mining and go fixing oxygen. I think it's really cool that you have other ways to do it. And they've got that little secret place you can go and get missions inside the prison, while you're there. So I think that gives an incentive for CIG to give you longer sentences, but then it gives you as a prisoner opportunity to participate in gameplay that you otherwise would have just been sitting there and log off, So I think it's twofold for all of that. And I think it's really cool to see what they're going to do with this.
Yeah, some people in chat are talking about or you can just log off, or you can just play a different account. Yeah, the different things you can do to get around.
People are do that. Yeah. Yep. People are going to do that, and hey, that's just a way. That's okay. People do it now, but it's going to be harder to to deal with these kinds of things. I look forward to when they say you log off and you log back in, you still have your crime stat. You don't get away from that. You log off, you log back in, you're still in prison. You got to serve out your prison time in game. It's just I look to see something like that actually happen. So we'll see.
Yep. Face to face, what are your thoughts?
Well, I am contemplating becoming a criminal. Just to play just to do the gameplay. Get my West Side on. Throw up the W's.
Face to face. Don't be a stereotype. We don't need another black man in jail, okay?
Okay, let's move on. Okay.
Fastcart to the rescue.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But no, it looks pretty cool though. Definitely might dip my toes in the gameplay. Definitely want to see what it's like in prison. Somebody want to start a shank fight. Let's have it.
You say that, but what if you wind up the one losing?
I come back and come again. That's me.
Yeah, and Death of a Spaceman kicks in. You're gonna be losing limbs, losing arms, and
right now,
no.
it's go up in there, and figure it out. Figure out all the little nooks and nuances and crannies and all of that stuff about it. So,
all right, go Matt. What are your thoughts?
It sucks.
Why?
All right. If their goal is to make this some kind of a, super duper PvP area, all right, cool. But at the same time, you got all those damn turrets around SPK. It's, people aren't going to go fight other people in mass, right? People still if you try to go hack your crime, you'll get one or two happy-go-lucky bounty hunters that'll try to go and chase you down. But when Dark Knight was talking about back in the day when folks used to hang out around there, that's when you could hang out around there, right? You're not getting shot by the actual station just by coming into the AO. And I know personally, if I was to go in there and to clear my crime stat, and I had some friends, I was like, hey, as soon as I go in here and start shooting up folks, here's what I need you to do. Just take the mission to come kill me. And so you'll have free reign to be able to come and not get shot by the guards or not get shot by the turrets. But you'll still be able to protect me from any of these other folks that want to come over there. As long as you can turn off the comm array, I don't know. I just don't think it's they're trying to bring back something But I don't think they really thought it all the way through. But we'll see, right? Once this comes out, we'll see what kind of gameplay is driven from it.
You know, what'd be
I'm just
cool is if like your reputation with security was that high where you could just show up to a location like this and you could just hang out. And then
yeah,
if someone
that'd
just
be cool.
rolls up to clean their crime stat and they roll in with an Asperia Prowler and get through most of the turrets because they don't see it that well, and they drop off like 6 or 12 people, however many are on that ship, and then you're like, oh crap, and then you could just engage them with the NPCs. That would be cool, and I think that would be dynamic for the people attacking the station too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jade, how about you?
Oh my goodness. All right, so I was around during the glory days of SPK, and I was in a criminal pirate org, and we used to absolutely love going to SPK. I mean, that it was designated as the PvP area for people that don't know.
Yeah, it's
And
glorious.
yeah, exactly. And I see why they're trying to do this. Much to GoMap's point, they're trying to bring that back. A lot of PvPers have complained that everything's too spread out now. There's no place for them to fight people. And now there's this nucleus that is going to, for many different reasons, draw people there. The free drugs will draw people there. Being able to clear your crime stat, that's the only place that you can do it again, like it was back in the day. So that's going to create a lot of gameplay for people that love PvP. To Theorem's point, for people that don't love PvP, this is probably kind of a nightmare because back in the day, getting into SPK was like running the gauntlet. You'd be lucky if you could land, not because of turrets, but because of other players' ships. They would see you were a criminal, they just start firing at you, right?
Yo,
So
hold
now,
on, hold on.
Yeah.
Before you continue, I just want to say what Theorem said because people may have missed it. So Theorem said, "I see me playing and testing less if you don't address some of the losses you made you." So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Theorem we're talking about. Go ahead.
yeah, it's easy to pick up a crime stat with the current bugs, and I totally get that. On the other hand, I don't think that they should put off gameplay because there's current bugs with the law system. I think they should just work on the bugs with the law system, but definitely bring this in. Now it's with those turrets, it may be that the station is OP, like GoMap was saying. Although I know one of the ways that we would get in would be, especially if it was really hot, with lots of people, opposing players, we would EVA out, right? Like there's a reason you EVA. We would drop somebody at the top or bottom of the station and they would EVA in with a group quite often and just infiltrate Korea that way, right? So there's a lot of ways that people will be able to play this, and I look forward to seeing all of them. And I'm sure that if the station's OP with it, the turrets, they'll dial it back a little bit, because I don't think they want people to stop playing because of it. As far as the prison changes, I'm all for it because there needs to be more things for people to do in prison, and it's making the prison gameplay deeper, which I think we all kind of expected it would be eventually. So yeah, I'm happy to see what they're doing, and it's going to be really interesting to see. I mean, we're already seeing the community reaction. You take any change in this community, and there's a big reaction. But you take a change which limits their options. In this case, limiting their option to clear their crime stat, and there's going to be drama. There's going to be assault.
All right, Pop and Fake, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, it's gonna be really hard getting in there. Number one, that's my number one thought, is that you're not gonna be able to get in there solo, flying a two-man. You're gonna have to go in probably in a Cutlass Steel to get in there if that's the route you're gonna take.
Best ship in the game.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going to be number 4 on the ship showdown. I'm telling you.
It made me forget what I was going to say. I would like to see them do this for the prison. Instead of making it in-game time, make it make it in-game time instead of being able to log out. So if you have 6 hours to do, when you log in, that's when your clock is running. But I'm quite sure that's
what DK was talking about.
Yeah, I'm quite sure that's what they're going to do eventually when they iron that out. I see this is really kind of when them doing both ends of that, giving it a hard time for you to erase your crime status, going to give the bounty hunters a little bit more of an opportunity. It's going to make people think a lot more about, doing, getting crime stats, and just, makes it harder for them. Yeah. What was the other part of ISC? What was
Korea and Sasha. That was it.
That was it. That was it.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm done.
All right, cool. Thank you. If you think of anything else, let us know. Square 2, how about you? What do you think? Thoughts?
Okay, so what do we learn this week? Well, one about Korea. I think that's going to be nice for people who want to do that. I think the problem is going to be, and I'm going to agree with Jay. Well, I'm hoping that when CIG sees the effect that the turrets have, they'll not even dial them back. Just take the turrets out, and that'll just make all the other stuff so much better to do. And that's kind of my thoughts about Korea. That's, you'll have another jump town type thing, sort of a Siege of Orson type thing, and that's great. Now, prison. I disagree wholeheartedly with that whole idea of your time should be in game. I think that can happen once we get to a point to where we're in beta, because right now you can get crime stat. You can go to prison legitimately for things that you don't do. Like you're at a bunker mission and there's no Dorito over a friendly, so you shoot it. Now that is a bug, but the fact of the matter is, there you are. Or just there's too many ways right now that you can wind up in prison, and so to lock you in there at this stage of the game is just, I don't think CIG is going to do that. I think they'll wait till that gets to where we're at a beta level, to where
I think people are okay with that. I think people will agree that it may be too soon to do that now, but eventually that's where we're headed.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying right now there's too many ways to wind up in prison, and the ability to just log out and come back later, and that's fine. You're not playing. You're actually feel like you're doing time, or at least I do, because I have 2 accounts and I do log out. But oh man, I can't play for the moment with that account. But that's it. That's really it. The Korea thing, I think, is great, but I think they need to completely get rid of the turrets, because ultimately that could lead to a lot of people who potentially want to do that. They will not, because you can't even do. I remember we used to fly by Korea, have somebody driving, we'd all jump out like someone said earlier. We would all jump out and EVA, but you can't really do that, because if the turrets are anything like they are on stations, they're just going to light you up. They're just completely accurate, and so I think they should turn off the turret, and that's it. And prison, just all that stuff that's in there, that's fine, but give us the ability to log out, because it's just too easy to go to prison right now. But that's it. That's my thoughts on it.
Oh yeah, I did remember. Now, I would like to see them when you get killed in prison, if there's an infirmary that you have to go to. And I don't know if I know, in the regular part, if you get killed, you see the person's name that actually kills you, and you can press charges. And I'm just kind of wondering how they're going to handle that end of it. Is it just going to, not show you who killed you? And, because then you just, run after them and it just be a knife fight or whatever. I'm just wondering, curious on how they're going to handle that. If it's anonymous, you'll never know who, if somebody snuck up behind you. And I just would like to see more people get robbed, and just not just kill them, get robbed in prison. You know what I'm saying?
That would lead to ongoing vengeance on vengeance forever.
Yeah.
That's the one who killed me. I'll get him next week when he's somewhere else.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that was you who killed me?
Exactly.
It would really. I don't know if that's good or bad, by the way, but I know.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it is or it isn't.
Yeah, we all just get along.
But I
in prison? No.
No.
Yeah, because I would like to see more gang activity
money in prison.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. was
Yeah.
making a way for you to actually earn something
Yeah.
while you're in prison by running a I can't remember what they actually what they called it, but you would pick up a mission and be able to actually hunt down, players that were, that
No, I mean
were.
like a group of players that have some kind of racket going on in prison where
I'm
you
sure,
get
yeah.
paid.
Right, because
Yeah, that
that's
could possibly
exactly
be
what I
it.
was thinking.
Mhm.
Right, bringing in cigarettes,
Guys
smuggling
from
in
Right.
cigarettes
to
into
you.
prison.
Right.
Exactly. That was my next thing I
That
was
would
going
be
to
nice.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we
So,
saw on Yacht Club yesterday somebody who's created a shop, like a player-run shop in the game with a bunch of those like 2 SCU containers. So I could totally see like a player-run prison, syndicate that's
Yeah.
doing things.
And I want to clarify, if you real quick, clarify on that, on the prison time and whatnot, and then quickly address the turrets. The turrets, yeah, they probably can tone them down, and maybe reputation for bounty hunters and whatnot in the Crusader area will have a more leeway to be able to go in there and perform their tasks. So they shouldn't be shot at by the turrets, but they might be in the in the firing solution, so they need to watch out. But when it comes to getting in there as a criminal, that they were talking about it in the chat here, Kruthi and Soleus. I probably pronounced your name wrong, bro. I was talking about, they're just going to come up with interesting ways to get in there, and that's just the way players are going to be. They're going to find interesting ways of getting in there. JD mentioned having the EVA. You might just have the EVA in there. I mean, if you're going to be a criminal, you're going to be a criminal. Now, we were talking about the current issues and bugs and stuff like that. Those need to be ironed out. Completely understand. All of that needs to be ironed out if you're going to be sent to prison. And I agree that the prison time should be in-game time, but right now it is an issue because you can get a crime stat for little stuff. But overall, in-game time should be your prison time, because right now people will just log off and say whatever. And it's just that easy. You could be a criminal, play, PK a whole bunch of people, get, a 4-hour prison time, and just be like, well, I'll, log off, grab a bite to eat, and I'll be right back. And it's just like, you don't get any kind of there is no punishment. The punishment is I'll just log off, game crashed, whatever, and it does not a real punishment. But until they fix all of those issues, right now logging off is probably the only thing we can do. But that's my clarification, is that, yes, that should be what happens, is you should have in-game prison time.
I agree.
But until then, it's okay. You're logging off, but that should not become the norm, and people should not be getting used to that, because it's not going to stay that way.
Like I said, in the beta, or at least before launch, it'll probably change.
Yeah,
I think we have to move on. We have a long-ish Machinima after this. So I just want to say my thoughts. I'm going to be a goody two-shoes, try not to go to prison. If I go to prison, it'll probably be a mistake or some accident. It's not my fault. So yeah, I'm not my kind of gameplay. But I do want to say congratulations to CIG for making this whole episode with the accurate FOV. So good job. Next, we have this week's Machinima. And this week's Machinima is called Galactic Gals Origin Scorpious 2022 Season 1 Episode 1. This is picked by Griffin Gaming. I don't know much anything about this, so I'll be watching it live with everyone here. So here we go.
I think it's a Disney character. Yeah, it's my Uber, Mark.
Hey, baby doll.
She's tweeting it.
Exactly.
Right now.
Mhm.
And poor Authy is
Going
just
out.
sitting there with a smile on her face going, these guys are weird.
Oh gosh, are you ready, Kelly Wally? All right, it's go time.
Hey, Callie Whaley, are we almost there yet? I just finished off the last bottle of champagne.
Avi, I told you to slow your roll. We're almost there. Look out the window.
Awesome. Haley Whaley, we made it. Let's head over to Voyager because everyone's going to be there. Just one more drink.
All right, Avi. Clearly I need to get on your level. Let's head to the bar, but we're going to Invictus right after.
Awesome.
Hey, can we get some drinks over here?
Thanks.
Avi, did you pay for that?
Did I pay for this? Hey!
Excuse me, miss. I can assure you, as an officer of the UE Navy, that this is, in fact, my drink.
Hey, baby doll, I gotta take your hero away. Our ship's ready to launch.
Did he just call me baby doll?
We can't let him get away with that.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Okay, Avi, here's the plan. Let's tase them and strip them down to their skivvies.
Look at that beauty. She's like a rapier at the heart of our enemies.
Hey, Callie Whaley, you've always wanted to fly one of these.
No, we could get in a lot of trouble.
But you've always wanted to fly a military fighter. Take a chance.
Yeah, and no one calls my best friend baby doll. Buckle up, Avi. Let's see how she flies.
Ellie, we're getting so close.
Hey, I spent years flying in Argo. Let me have my fun. All right, let's go see the Invictus fleet.
Attention all units. Be on the lookout for a Scorpious outbound from Horizon. Projected course heading to Port Olisar. 2 suspects are wanted for assault and battery, destruction of property, and stolen vehicle.
Our first catch of the day.
Hang on, Authy. We're gonna buzz this tower.
What is that?
Whoa, I think that just woke them up, Callie.
Jawa, tally ho. Bandit, 3 o'clock high. Moving to engage.
Roger. I see him. Go get him, Fist. I have radar lock.
I think it's time to ditch this sweet ride.
Activating quantum enforcement device. Let's keep these joyriders right here.
Authy, knock out the quantum disruptor. We gotta move.
You did not just... Son of a bitch, Jawa. They just took out the QED. Light them up. Fire at will. Jawa, stand by. We're going ballistic, man.
All those years stuck in an Argo? Look at me now, suckers.
There they are. 1 o'clock low. Go get them, Fist.
I see it, Jawa. Let's go get him.
Hey, Callie, do you see this? Who do these guys think they are?
Did we lose them?
Nope, they're right behind us.
Power down now, and we'll end this peacefully. You don't have to die.
Yeah, just surrender, and we can all go home.
We're just trying to have some fun. Just let us go. We'll stop shooting at you.
Can't do that. Jawa, this is taking way too long. Dead or alive? I say dead.
No. I'm too young to die again. I've only had this body for a month. My clones always come out a bit off. Sorry, Callie, but I gotta get out of here. Oh my god. What the?
Whoa, what just happened?
I think they just crashed. Did you see any shoots?
I can't tell. The sensors are fried from all those hits we just took.
Well, just call it in, Fist.
Artesian flight to dispatch. We think the suspects just crashed.
Great flying, Callie. I thought we were dead.
Well, what do we do now? It's gonna be dark soon.
Do you see that, Ursa? Who is that? Callie, did you call someone?
I have no idea who that is. Guess it's time to steal an Ursa now.
And I think we're back. Let me make sure that was the end. Yep, it's a great day we started. All right, so let's start in the middle here. So face to face, what are your thoughts?
Definitely got to give a round of applause to Cali Wally, authentic. I think it's authentic younger or something. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'm not
Arthur is fine.
authentic. Yeah. Fist and Jawa. This is pretty good. I like it. Glad to see them. Especially to see them their toes in some machinima. They've been faithful participants of the virtual bar citizens, excuse me.
Right.
But yeah. And definitely avid streamers. It's good to see them, get into this. It's pretty cool.
All right. We're going to go in reverse order. Dark Knight, 75. What are your thoughts?
It was cool. I'm not going to compare it to other machinima. This is a collaboration that I thought was really fun. And it sounds like they had a really good time with it. Did they actually use the eject on the Scorpius? Because if they did, that's pretty darn cool. Not that's probably was what happened when they landed, but it was cool to see that they actually used the eject. But it was a cool, fun collaboration, between all of them. I'm interested to see where they're going to go with this. I'm sure, this is probably the first that they've ever done all together. So yeah, there's a lot of things that they could, adjust to clean up and this and that, but it's just a start. This is how Machinima gets started, especially with a bunch of people that maybe don't have film experience, and just wanted to put something fun together. I know Black Sky, I saw you mention Will and Kate, or Citizen Kate and Will. They've got more experience in doing stuff like this, so maybe this is the beginning of another group being, coming up with their own series, their own way of telling a story in the game. And so I enjoyed it. I thought this was really cool. So shout out to all of you, out there, Kaliwali and Authy and Fist and Jawa and everyone else. Is a really, really cool collab here.
All right, cool. Thank you. Kusanagi, what are your thoughts?
Apparently, I'm the counterpoint to this conversation right now. I thought it was pretty cool for them to get into Machinima and get their feet wet, and I think that's what it takes to kind of improve over time. I had some issues with like the audio was really low with the orchestral when they're coming into Orison. I thought it was a little too low and really didn't hear it too well. And I think some of the dialogue could be greatly improved. But of course, it's their first go run, so it's you kind of expect this. Certainly, I liked the exhibition of the Scorpius to kind of show how it flies, and it's putting the wings into a stow position when you're coming into atmosphere, maybe for better reduced drag or something like that. So I thought that was kind of cool the way they did that. But overall, it was pretty cool. But yeah, I think the first thing I picked up was like the audio thing, but I think that's just a minor detail, and hopefully they'll work at some more scripts and get things rolling on. So good for them to give it a shot.
Cool, thank you. Square 2, what do you think about the Machinima?
Well, I liked it. They had some really good ideas for camera angles from a cinematographic point of view. And they had the 400i in there, and I love that ship. But I like the way they showed the 400i as it flew past. Well, also it took place in Orison, and that was good to see. But as they showed the ship fly by, I thought that was a good scene when it was coming into the hangar. That was creative. The scene where they were on the shuttle, that was well done. The way they had the two guys that were in the front seats, and then they sort of fixed the focus on everyone on there, and you kind of noticed, okay, they were behind them. I question how they were able to open the gates and leave the hangar, but I guess they were in party. But anyway, I liked it. Again, they were putting it together. There was definitely some rough spots, but overall, someone was very imaginative with a lot of the cinematography, especially like in the chase scenes. And that's kind of it. It kept my interest, and it made me wondering, well, gee, what's going to happen next? With the people they saw once they landed out there in Daymar. I agree, though, that I think that crash was a crash that was there, and then they creatively used it. But I didn't know that you could. I didn't know that that's what happens when you eject from a Scorpius. That they had those things shoot out, or is that something they did? I wasn't sure. But yeah, that was pretty good.
All right, thank you. Popping Face, how about you?
Oh, first of all, it was good to see everyone that was in there. Always enjoy them. I One of the things I wish, but it has nothing to do with them, is that the jiggly feet thing, and the animations to the characters. Hope CIG gets them better so people's machinimas come out a little bit more smoother. Yeah, it's good first try. It is rough. Keep at it. Keep doing it. I got a little lost in the storyline. I was trying to figure out what they were doing. Were they going to Invictus, or But that's not what really mattered. It just mattered they went out. They had a great time doing what they were doing, and I don't think that Cutlass would have a chance if they really fought. I really don't think so, but hey, it's not about that.
And Jade, how about you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I loved it, and I love the fact that they all collaborated. I've gotten to know them through the virtual bar citizens, and by the way, people, if you've never been to a virtual bar citizen, definitely, whenever there's one, definitely come to it, because you get to meet some of these, cool content creators. I thought the story was amazing. Like, the whole idea of this is how they become criminals. It started with something really small, and then it just kind of just just
Snowballed.
escalated and snowballed. Yeah. So I like the story. It's their first effort, so I know that they'll probably get better. In fact, I think that they have a chance at becoming one of the better machinima groups, because I can see the ideas are there, and it's just a matter of them getting better at like things like sound, the mix of their audio, editing, things that other machinimas may edit. But I really believe that the core of any good machinima is like the storyline, or if people storyboard it out or whatever. And they've got, they got the plot, they got some of the camera angles. And yeah, it's just really cool overall. So I can't wait to see their next one.
So before we get to go, Mav, I just want to say that so we had a fashion episode this past Sunday, and I gotta say I really like the armor of Arthur and Kaliwala. You know what armor that was?
Wasn't it the Paladin set? Oh, it was the Paladin helmet.
Yeah, the helmet. Yep.
Yeah.
Paladin. Okay, thank you. Go Matt. What are your thoughts?
To be honest with you, man, after the third time she said Kalawali, I tuned it out. I was just like, oh my god, I can't listen to this. This is crazy.
Dang, not bad.
How'd you really feel?
Just, I was like, nope. No. I can just echo what everybody else said. It was, had some high points, had some points that was like, oh, they're new to this. That's cute. Like, oh, but they're doing good. Oh, that was good. Oh, that needs work. But I'm no Siskel and Ebert over here, so who am I to sit here and critique somebody's Machinima, right? Sorry for those folks that don't get that joke. You just were born in the 2000s.
I was gonna call
it way over their head, right?
Yeah. So, but no, I'm interested to see what they come with going forward.
Yeah, and Gifford here, he would give you a whole background about what the video was about, be very eloquent about it. I'm not Griffin, so I'm not even going to try. So I love the sound effect of that they did during the tasing. I like that. The quantum enforcement vibe, I guess that's a thing. I never heard of it. I don't do that kind of gameplay. But that the ejection and superhero landing at the end, that was cool. I did like that. She just landed like a superhero if you saw it. So yeah, that was fun. And like I said, I did like the armor they were wearing. Other than that, yeah, it's a great episode. Looking forward to seeing more. This just came out a few days ago. This is just episode 1, season 1. So they're planning on having multiple episodes, multiple seasons, I guess. And this is from Fish and Jawa with help from other streamers in the community. All right. So with that, I'm going to let's wrap it up. So we're gonna start with coming up on this weekend. I don't know if Griffin hasn't told me otherwise. So I'm guessing we're gonna have a Soul Voices on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We talk about what's going on in the community from Reddit, Spectrum, and something from the industry. So look forward to that. That's Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UTC. And that's a part of Podcast Saturday. Every Saturday, start off with Soul Voices at 3 p.m., continue on with the after private captain table at 6 p.m., and then Relay Station at 9 p.m. That'll be 1 a.m. UTC. So convert all that to your local time zone. So a full evening, afternoon of podcast. And then we have our next show on Sunday. We have bounty hunting, and I guess it's going to be Space Tomato, and I guess GoMap's going to be taking part in that also. 8 p.m. Eastern Sunday, midnight UTC.
All right, cool.
Yep, and also on every Thursday is this show, Soul Talk. We talk with members of the community about what's going on basically the Comlink and Twitter and SCL and ISC. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UTC. And with that, I'm going to be on.
Remind everybody real quick, fastcart, that people are more than welcome to join us here in chat. I mean, everybody here, including myself, I've been here for quite a while. I've been bothering them since I joined their Discord. So, please feel free to join us in chat for next week and get your point out in voice.
Yep, and also you can click on the link on Discord down below for the link to join us in chat and be drag you in and have a chat. Yeah, anyone's welcome. Thank you for that. Just want to remind people are going to be on the People's Radio tomorrow, 2100 UTC, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm still putting together my show, but we're going to start off with a little Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson's birthday is on August 29th. So, we're going to start off with a Michael Jackson block. And then we'll probably go to funk from there and continue on to see where we go. I hope people
can't wait.
Nice.
Hope people listen to it. So thank you. That'll be on People's Radio.
I'll be next week, Jay.
Yeah,
next week.
I'll be next week.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
I'm behind.
That's all right. I figured, real life comes first. I didn't even bug you about it.
Yeah. And also check out our reaction and reviews on YouTube. So check those out. If you want to become a soul bro, soul sister, or soulmate, you can click join on YouTube. And if you want to become a subscriber on Twitch, you click the subscribe button on the subscribe button on Twitch. I want to say thank you for everyone who's joining us. I'm a Kusanagi, Dark Knight, Face, GoMab, Jay, Popfish, and Red 2. Thank you for joining me as usual. Appreciate it. Conversation with everyone. You can buy our merchandise. We sell t-shirts, we sell mugs, we sell hats, we sell what have you. Click the link below for those products. You can follow us on social media. We are Soul Citizens with SNN everywhere. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and follow button, depending on what platform you are. And yeah, I don't think I just saw the chart come up. Oh, you know what? I don't have the raid button, so I have to have Griffin for that. Let me see if I can try it.
Oh, hey, Fastcart, can I say one last thing?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, if you have the time, what is it? Fastcart is I Am Groot, right?
Oh yeah, I Am Groot. Yeah.
If you get a chance, if you get a chance, watch it. It is cute and funny.
Nope, that didn't work for me, so I don't have permission. So unfortunately, we won't be waiting on anyone tonight, but hopefully next week we'll be able to. So with that, I just want to say I'm Chaos Incarnate.
Chaos Incarnate.
So why so serious? Peace, love, and soul. Everybody, take care.
Bye.
Not going to say anything this time.